2008 Formula Drift season wrapped up at the House of Drift, Irwindale Speedway. Tanner Faust entered this final round as the series points leader, but with Sam Hubinette and Reese Millen just a few points away from stealing the title from Faust, this last Formula D round was anybody's game. At first glance, the Irwindale Drift course is the same as it's always been the past 5 years or so. Drivers must sweep across a long bank, head into a transition at high speed, and then slide through an S-turn before exiting the course. For 2008, the clipping points have been shifted a bit to make the course harder for the drivers. Drivers who ran the exact same line from previous Irwindale events would be docked points. This slightly modified course ate up a few cars during the practice day. There were a ton of surprises in the top 16. Kicking things off was a battle between Reese Mad Skills Millen and Ryuji Miki. The battle was tight, with both drivers tapping parts of the course but maintaining their drifts the entire time. After all was said and done, Millen lost to the FD of Mickey. Two members of the Drift Alliance team, Ryan Turk and Chris Forsberg, ran against each other in the top 16. A crash between the two drivers ended up breaking Forsberg's car, giving Turk the win. Much to the dismay of the Irwindale crowd, Michihiro Takatori and his Super Autobox R34 beat fan favorite Dai Yoshihara. Also in the top 16, Vaughn Gittin Jr. knocked the Retax S13.5 of Bill Sherman out of the competition. Rising Drift Alliance driver Justin Pollock beat the Hachiroku of Takayama. Sam Hubinette got a free win as rival Conrad Grunwald's Corvette broke down during the opening ceremonies. The brake-checking style of Mitsuru Haraguchi was no match for the elite driving skills of Tanner Faust. And Robbie Nishida continued to amaze us in his Hanguk 350Z as he beat out JDM superstar Max Urito. In the Grade 8, Vaughn Gittin Jr. continued his winning streak as he outdrove the Apex FD of Ryuji Miki. Michihiro Takatori went up against the Viper of Sam Hubinette. Despite the years of experience Hubinette has on the Irwindale track, he straightened out during one of his runs and handed the win to Takatori. An intense first battle between Tanner Faust and Ryan Turk was too close to call. The judges sent the two drivers out to do battle once more, with Tan winning the match and moving on to the final four. Justin Pollock went head-to-head with Robbie Nishida, with the old school FC of Pollock giving Nishida one of the best fights of his life. These drivers were so evenly matched the first time out, the judges called the drivers to go out one more time. In the second battle, Nishida straightens out and corrects slightly, putting Pollock into the final four. Vaughn Gittin Jr. won 2 world championships at Irwindale, and with the driving skills he used to beat Takatori, it's easy to see why. JR would now face series champion Tanner Faust for the battle for first place, but not before Justin Pollock and Takatori would fight it out for third. In his first round against Pollock, Takatori hit the Irwindale wall and straightened out, giving Pollock an early advantage. In their second battle, Takatori tried to use his R34's brute power to pull away from the old Mazda, but Pollock managed to close in on the Autobox car and clinched the win. Pollock walked away with a third-place trophy and his first ever Formula D podium finish.
So I gave it all I had, and we qualified really high, which set the tone for the night. And I kept on going up against good guys, and I really just was out to prove something. And I guess like the last couple runs, I don't even know where it came from, but I was doing some stuff that I didn't think that I was able to do, but it felt awesome.
Both JR and Faust are considered to be two of the very best drivers in not just the Formula D series, but the world. Both drivers have won here at Irwindale, and it was anyone's guess as to who would take home the win. Both drivers gave this final battle 110%, with both drivers hitting walls at full speed while still maintaining their drifts. Despite the vehicular carnage, both drivers delivered one of the most exciting runs of the season. Everyone in the crowd was hoping for it one more time, but the judges declared Gittin the winner, giving him his first ever Formula D first place finish.
Here we are, Irwindale. This is just, seems to be my place, I'm thinking about building a house like in the middle of the infield. But, what a way to end the season. We've had a season up and downs, and, the guys from Falcon Tire and Ford and ASD and everyone that's been there for me, man, just stood beside me and knew I had it in me, and we put it together. And we were electric tonight, and the fans were electric, and it just all happened. And this happened.
Tanner Faust took home the second place trophy, but he still had enough points to be crowned the 2008 season champion, his second season win in a row. Rounding out the top 3 for the season was, no surprise, Hubinette and Millen. Despite missing the first points round entirely, Reese Millen also walked away with the Tires.com Triple Crown and a huge $10,000 check. The 2008 Formula Drift season is over, but that doesn't mean the drifting action has stopped. Next up is the Formula D Red Bull World Drifting Championship in Long Beach. As always, Riceboytv will be there to bring you all the sideways action. Stay tuned.